Hi everyone, Kelly here with the Modern Day Tarot. This month I started recording love readings for all the zodiac signs, for both singles and couples. These readings are for download and purchase on my website through Vimeo Video. This is something I'll be doing every month. All the information about where on my website you can access these videos is in the information section below this video. Thank you all again so very much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Check out my free daily readings also on my Facebook page and Instagram page. All right, now here's your monthly reading. Hey Cancer, welcome to your March 2019 monthly reading. This month we are going to take a look at your main energy, the underlying reason for that energy, how to work with it, what you need to let go of this month, and how to let go. Now before I start pulling cards, I'm going to go through the transits with you. Not only does this help me tune in a little bit more with your energy, but it also brings a lot of really good insight to enhance your tarot reading, okay? First, on the 1st of March, Venus moves into Aquarius. This is your 8th house of death and regeneration. This is a good time to look at what means the most to you, how to get more connected in your relationships, how to get more commitment and loyalty out of your relationships, what you can let go of that's not working for you anymore, where your relationships, old stuff from the past. That's what the house of death and regeneration, it's, what to let go of. March 5th. Now, the 5th through the 28th of March, Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication, how we think, how we speak. When it goes retrograde, communication can get a little out of whack, all right? So, and this is in your 9th house of mental explorations and travel. So, this probably would not be a good month to do any traveling or making any big, contract decisions if you can at all help it. Now, naturally, if there's no way around it and, for work or whatever reason you have to go, then just be aware to double check, and recheck. All right? Look at the fine print and just be aware that snags can take place during a retrograde. On the 6th of March, big energy here, guys. Uranus is moving direct in Taurus and will be there for the next 7 years. This is your 11th house of friends, hopes, and wishes. And this is going to be a time to expect the unexpected. What was the norm for you guys is not going to be the norm. Expect that things are going to pop up. And the more you attempt to try to take control, the more out of control you may feel. So this is an opportunity for you guys to get a little bit more control of your emotions and try to just go with the flow. And it's going to teach you how to think on your feet. Now, I know that can seem scary, but it's amazing when we're put under the gun. We really get to see just how good we are. And many times we don't give ourselves credit for, all that we can do until we're put under the gun. So be aware of that. Also on the 6th, a new moon in Pisces. This is your 9th house also of mental explorations and travel. So it's new opportunities. So if you do have any new ideas for exploring new things, wanting to travel, just once again beware of that pesky Mercury being in retrograde. On the 20th, we have a full moon in Libra. This is your 4th house of your home life from the past, the present, and the future. And full moons are about what to let go of, what's no longer working for you as well. So this is a good time, once again, to let go of stuff from the past that have to do with, you know, your home life, how you were raised in your home as a kid, and how you are in your home life now. All right. On the 26th, Venus moves into Pisces, and same thing, you know, travel, learning about subjects that you love, seeing new places. This month is all about, you know, how you guys are feeling, you know, mentally, your ideas, and things that you want to explore. So there's going to be opportunities for you to find and discover. You just need to be careful as you're doing it, all right? On the 31st, Mars moves into Gemini, and this is your 12th house of secrets and sorrows, okay? So you may feel even more intuitive at this time. Make sure you guys are getting as much exercise as you can, because for you, with all this mental energy going on and Mars going into Gemini, you guys could end up feeling extremely restless, which can bring about anxiousness, anxiety. So get plenty of exercise, get plenty of sleep, eat right, and definitely get out and have some fun and release any tension, you know, when you can. All right, let's get into the cards. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? What's your main energy this month, Cancer? Yeah, what's the underlying reason for it? How to work with it? What to let go of and how to let go? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay, main energy. What did I say? Anxiety. 9 of Swords. It's mental, you know, strain, stress, anxiety. It's what keeps you up at night. That's the main energy. So we're going to talk about that in detail. All right. Underlying reason for this. Options. 7 of Cups. All the different options and opportunities. What do you want, Cancer? You're trying to figure it out, and it's making you anxious. How you need to work with it. You need to make a decision. All right. 2 of Swords. A decision that you keep maybe, you know, hem-hawing about right off the cuff. You're stressing over something. There's, you know, things that you want, but you're not making a decision. And we're going to talk even more about it. All right. What to let go of this month. All right. Something you've put investment into over the long period of time. That's what 7 of Coins is. It's investment. It's, you know, putting time and energy into something, and it's, you know, bore fruit, but is it bearing the fruit that you want? All right. How to let go. You got to walk away. All right. Here we go, Cancer. What's got you up at night? What is the underlying reason for this 9 of Swords? 9 of Swords, it's going round and round and round in your head. And the more you stay here, going over it and over it, the worse it gets. Because you're not doing anything with it. You're not doing anything with all this, you know, mental stress. And it's festering. And when that happens, you're looking over your shoulder and everything. Look at this scene. It looks worse from, you know, her point of view than really what it is, because it's all stuck in her head and it keeps swimming around there. And the underlying reason for this is because there's something that you want. All right. But I'm sensing that you know what you want, but you keep looking at other options. You keep looking at something else. And it's stopping you from making the decision that you know you need to make. You know what you want, Cancer. All right? But I feel like you guys keep making excuses for why you're doing what you're doing. Even though you know that what you're doing is bringing you this. It's not helping you. All right? It's keeping you here. You're not being realistic about what it is that you want and how you're going about getting it. I shouldn't say, it's not that you're being unrealistic about what you want. You're being unrealistic about what, your options are. Because it's anytime I see the Seven of Cups, it's that feeling of, yeah, I've got all these hopes and dreams and I'm going to do all these things, but are they all real possibilities? And just because you can doesn't always mean that you should. And for me, this feels like you keep trying different things and you keep going about it, all these different ways, but you keep coming back here. And it's because you know what you need to do. How to work with this energy right here. You need to make a decision. You need to take the blindfold off, all right, because you notice she has a blindfold on her eyes so that you can see really what your true options are, be realistic, and make the decision about what you want. Now, how or what to let go of, whatever you have been putting your time and energy into, yes, it has bore you fruit, because that's what the Seven of Coins is. It's planting a seed. It's, putting time and energy into something. And coins or pentacles in other decks, as they're called, have to do with material gain. It's financial. It revolves around money, and it's a very grounded energy, but it has to do with the material things, what we can see, feel, and touch. All right. Now, what you've been doing, yes, it got you what you thought you wanted up to a certain extent, but maybe it's not doing it for you anymore. And the reason I say that is not only because it's in the position that it is, but, right next to it, how to let go. 8 of Cups. This is walking away. This is walking away from all these 8 cups. And cups is about emotions. It's an abundance of emotion down here. But this individual is walking away from all that for something more. This individual is walking up these steps to the moon. And the moon, the full moon, is about, going after something where maybe you don't know where it's going to lead you. You may not know what the outcome will be, but you are following your gut, because where you've been just isn't doing it for you anymore. And with this being right underneath making a decision, I mean, this all makes complete sense to me. That you are hem-hawing about a decision that you know you need to make. And it's time to walk away from what is causing this. And for those this resonates for, you know exactly what is bringing this. Because you don't have this feeling and not know why it's like this. Even for those that suffer from depression and anxiety, you know that the anxiety comes from the fact that you are very susceptible, and any little thing can set that off. And it can be anything, but you still know the source, why it's happening. You don't walk around feeling this way and just not know. Well, I don't know why. I just know that I am. All right? And in this case, it's because you're not being realistic. You're not seeing clearly what options are best for you. What's really going to bring you the investment that you're looking for. All right? And it's scary to have to walk away. I see this card many times when it has to do with, and it's funny because here we have the 7 of Cups, which is your underlying reason, and how to let go. You have, okay, so it's figuring out what you want and being realistic and walking away from, you know, what just is no longer serving you anymore. Now, when I add up all the cards, I get the number 33, and 3 and 3 is 6. The number 6 is about self-care. It's about nurturing. So something that you're doing, that, you know, that you're doing is bringing about this, and it's not, you're not being good to yourself. You know, you're not putting your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, you're not putting that first. And it's bringing this. And that's where it's time to look at making the decision to do what you need to do to get yourself in that place of feeling good and thinking more positive and, you know, being more happy and bringing about, you know, what it is that you want. We all want to feel that we can, you know, get what we have worked so hard for. And if you are putting work into something and it's not giving you what you really want, then it's time to move away. It's time to walk away. And if this is a relationship for some of you, then you have a big decision to make. You need to ask yourself, all right, what are my options? And be realistic with yourself, Cancer. What are your options? It's time to get clear, stop hem-hawing around, and make a decision, all right? Otherwise, this is where you're going to be, right here, all right? And the number 9, it's about, you know, endings. And if you just make a decision, this will end. All right? Just get clear with yourself. Because the next one after this is the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords is all about coming to the end of the line. It's feeling that, all right, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And it's even on a level of feeling backstabbed. Like, I have just put so much into it and I just can't do it anymore. I'm done. All right? And, I mean, you need to. You already know this. I feel like you guys, who this resonates for, and I always feel this way when I do a reading, whoever this resonates with, you already know. You already know what this is. You already know what you need to do. And it's never easy walking away from a job that we've put so much time and energy into. You know, we have so much invested in it. It's never easy to walk away from a relationship or a marriage that we've put so much time and energy, investment, children into. And I'm not saying that, you know, all of you have to walk away altogether from a career or a relationship, but there is something about the situation. Now, if that's something that you're doing within your career that's just not working anymore, or there's something you're doing within the relationship or marriage that, you know, you need to decide it's time to stop doing that, then it's time to stop doing that and walk away. But for others of you, yes, it may mean walking away altogether. Only you can decide for sure, you know, how that's going to resonate. And it all comes down to making the decision about what are your options. Okay. What are your options? What's going to get rid of this? All right. And the bottom line is you have to start taking care of you. So whatever you're doing, you have to think about what you can do to start taking care of yourself. because if you stay in a situation for other people, that's not taking care of you. All right? So let's get you guys an oracle card. Pretty powerful message. And bear in mind, we have 2 7s here. The number 7 is a very spiritual number. They say lucky number 7. It's, not just about fortune, but it's very spiritual. It's being fortunate on a spiritual level. And figuring out what's going to be best for you. That's why, 6 being about self-care, when we truly take care of ourselves on the most positive level, that doesn't mean being selfish. That means really taking good care of ourselves. It lifts our spirit. It lifts our soul. And we can breathe. We can see things more clearly that way. Okay, Cancer. Sun, moon, and rising signs. What have we got for Cancer? And I noticed too, the only thing that we don't have here in your spread are the wands, okay? We have cups, which is emotions. We have coins, which is, a certain amount of groundedness, all right? And you've put quite a bit of hard work and effort into things, because that's commitment, all right? We have swords, which is thought process. It's the intellect. It's communication. But we don't have the wands, which is the passion, all right? It's the creativity, it's the inspiration, it's the action. So there's something you're not doing or that you need to be doing is also at the heart of this. All right. Express your inner truth. Hello. Making a decision and expressing it, because if she puts down, in order for her to take off this scarf over her eyes, the blindfold, she's got to put down one of these swords. That will leave her holding one sword. Well, one sword is the Ace of Swords, and that's speaking your truth. All right? Speaking your truth about what you want and being realistic about it. Your creative work shines bright when it reflects your genuine feelings and thoughts. Hello, right there. Let's get a little more insight on this card. Cancer, express your inner truth. Yes, absolutely. If you've been feeling creatively blocked, and what did I say? We're missing the wands. That's creativity. The message from this card will help you flow again. Begin by expressing exactly how you're feeling right now. Write it, sing it, paint it, photograph it, dance it, or proclaim your inner truth in whatever way you like. When you begin with the truth of how you're feeling in the moment, you unplug creative blocks. Although you may feel vulnerable when you express your current emotions and thoughts, remember that this is a process that will lead you to new creative heights. You don't have to reveal your embarrassing feelings to the public. However, you do need to express them to yourself in order to get to the place of authentic creativity. And, at the heart of this anxiety, it's on some level, it's kind of being afraid of ourselves in a way, because we don't want to say what's really on our mind. So we hide. I mean, look at her. She's afraid. She's hiding. She's afraid of all these swords coming down on her. Swords are about communication. It's about truth. It's getting to the heart of what is the truth. And getting it out of your head and talking about it. Letting people know. Because you don't have to live here, Cancer. You don't. And Cancer signs, you guys are such heartfelt signs, you do have a tendency to, you want so much to give to others that you sacrifice yourself on some level. And that's very easy for you guys to get walked on because of that. Now, that may not be the case for all of you, but there's something that is holding you back from really getting, you know, your dream. All right? Because that's also Seven of Cups. It's, you know, it's your dreams. It's really what you want on an emotional level. So I hope this was helpful to you, Cancer. I really do. Please keep in mind that it's not going to resonate for everybody, and if it doesn't, that's totally fine. Always check out your moon and your rising sign. If you don't know what your moon or rising sign is, there's a link in the message, or I'm sorry, the information section of this video, and you can go to that website and it will calculate it for you for free. And there's lots more messages in your moon and rising sign. So God bless you guys and take care.